Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this morning's update on Hurricane Hilary. So, as of 6 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Saturday, August the 19th, Hurricane Hilary remains a Category 4 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 130 miles per hour, a minimum central pressure of 943 millibars, and north-northwesterly movement at 13 miles per hour. And then we also have Disturbance 1 with a 20% chance of tropical cyclone formation over the next 7 days. So looking at the latest Zoom Earth satellite imagery and cone for Hurricane Hilary is still looking pretty good on satellite, although we're seeing a lot less convection on the west side, indicating either some dry air or wind shear is impacting the system and is likely to start weakening soon. So Hilary 130 mile per hour Category 4 major hurricane as of 8:30 a.m. this morning, going into 1 p.m. this afternoon, we're looking at 120 mile per hour Category 3 major hurricane Central Time, going into Sunday 1 a.m. Central Time, a 100 mile per hour Category 2 hurricane approaching the Baja Peninsula, where a hurricane warning is now in effect. And then going into Sunday 1 p.m. Central Time, a 70 mile per hour tropical storm making landfall in the northwestern corner of the Baja Peninsula, and then Hilary's going to move about 50 miles east of San Diego and 100 miles east of Los Angeles through the day Sunday into Sunday night, and by early Monday morning, a 45 mile per hour tropical storm moving to the east of Fresno and Bakersfield near Death Valley, and then by Monday 1 p.m. Central American Time, a 30 mile per hour post-tropical cyclone over southeastern Oregon. Now looking at the latest key messages for Hurricane Hilary, this is very important. Heavy rainfall associated with Hilary will begin well in advance of the center from the Baja California Peninsula into the southwestern United States. Preparations for the impacts of flooding from rainfall should be completed as soon as possible, as heavy rain will increase ahead of the center today. In the southwestern United States, flash urban and arroyo flooding is expected, with dangerous and locally catastrophic impacts likely from tonight into Monday. So the National Hurricane Center is mentioning locally catastrophic impacts. You need to be really preparing for this across California and Nevada. Hurricane conditions are expected along the west central coast of the Baja California Peninsula within the hurricane warning area tonight and Sunday morning, and are possible in the hurricane watch area on Sunday. Tropical storm conditions are expected to begin on Sunday in Southern California within the tropical storm warning area. Winds could be particularly strong and gusty in and near areas of higher terrain. Large swells generated by Hilary will affect portions of the coast of southwestern Mexico, the Baja California Peninsula, and Southern California over the next few days. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. So looking at the latest National Hurricane Center official cone, we're looking at a major hurricane for the next few hours, and then a hurricane through tomorrow morning, tropical storm through early Monday morning, and then a tropical depression through Monday afternoon. And then we have hurricane warnings across the west central Baja Peninsula, tropical storm warnings covering the rest of the Baja Peninsula, even into northwestern Mexico, a tropical storm watch in northwest Mexico in the yellow, and then we have had our first ever tropical storm warnings issued for south central California in the blue here, from Los Angeles all the way down to San Diego. And looking at the latest rainfall projections from the Weather Prediction Center in the light greens across central Nevada, central California, western Arizona, we can expect 1 to 2 inches of additional rainfall from Hurricane Hilary, and in this widespread dark green area covering most of south central Nevada, central southeast California, and much of the Baja Peninsula, we can expect an additional 2 to 4 inches of rain in the yellow 4 to 6 inches, and then isolated pockets of 6 to 10 inches in the orange, even a couple areas of 10 to 15 inches in some of the mountains east of Los Angeles around San Bernardino and Riverside. So make sure you're really preparing for dangerous catastrophic flooding, as these kinds of rainfall totals over desert areas are going to lead to extreme flooding. And looking at the Weather Prediction Center's excessive flooding rainfall outlook for the next 3 days, today we have a moderate risk across South Central California in the red, including areas like Mexicali, Indio, Palm Desert, Cathedral City, and then we have a slight risk across western Arizona into southeastern California, covering much of south central Nevada, southwestern Utah in the yellow today, including Las Vegas, and then a marginal risk of excessive flooding rainfall today, extending across Utah into Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, even the western Dakotas. And looking at the excessive flooding rainfall outlook for tomorrow, this is where it gets very dangerous. Tomorrow is going to be the main impact day from Hurricane Hilary. We have a high risk of excessive flooding rainfall across portions of south central and southeastern California, including Indio, Palm Desert, Cathedral City, Victorville, Lancaster, Palmdale, and Riverside and San Bernardino are in the high risk of excessive flooding rainfall for tomorrow. And then we have Los Angeles in the moderate risk of excessive flooding rainfall tomorrow, as well as areas like Oceanside, San Diego, and Tijuana. And then this moderate risk extends into Las Vegas, Nevada, and into Death Valley. We have a high risk of flooding tomorrow. And the moderate risk goes all the way up through central Nevada in the red, with a slight risk in the yellow into Carson City, into northern Nevada, western Utah, western Arizona tomorrow, and then the marginal risk extends all the way up into Montana and the Dakotas, and another slight risk across central Idaho, including Boise, Idaho tomorrow. So this is going to be some dangerous catastrophic flooding, so make sure you're really preparing if you live across southeastern California, central southern Nevada tomorrow. And then even the day 3 outlook as we go into Monday, we have a slight risk across northwest Arizona, southwest Utah, most of Nevada, eastern California, eastern Oregon, much of Idaho in the yellow, and then marginal risks of flooding across most of California, Arizona, Utah, into Montana, eastern Oregon. So this is going to be an extremely dangerous, life-threatening, high-impact flooding event across the Baja Peninsula, across central southeast California, and south central Nevada from Hurricane Hilary. Make sure you're doing all you can to prepare for this flooding event. Please stay safe and have a wonderful day, my friends.